And now the dogs are barking.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We have dogs, we have thunder, we have all the things. Welcome, everybody, for Saturday night's reading sprint. We're probably, because I've got the lovely Elizabeth and Lee, of course, here as well, but we're probably going to do some Amish in April discussion. I think you read one book, didn't you, Lee? At least one?
Still in the middle. I'm going to finish it.
That's okay.
I am only in my second one. I finished this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just started this one. So it's the same series. It's a trilogy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, traveling at the beginning of April just set back everything, and working on my family directory project before then. I mean, everything kept getting pushed back. So, you know, just
life.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Yep. I read through. I finished my last one today.
What's that?
I read through. I finished my last one today.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, there's no BookTube police to come and say, you did not read your books. You're banned from BookTube.
If there is, I would have been in jail years ago.
Exactly. I would have got kicked out.
Right?
Yep.
So let us know in the comments if you participated in Amish in April. If you didn't participate, you can still be here. We're still going to do reading sprints, but we're just going to do a little chatting on it. Share with us what you're reading. So why don't we share what we're currently reading? Lee, what are you working on tonight?
I am going to finish up tonight Caring for Her Amish Family by Carrie Light.
Yay!
Which I'm loving. And this book has definitely made me want to get into a lot more of these like love-inspired Amish books.
Really fun. They're fun.
I really like
them. That's great to hear. Yeah, those are good. And they're so quick to read too, those. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm what I showed you on audio, I'm listening to I have a glare. It's book 2 in the Courtship of Nellie Fisher trilogy by Beverly Lewis. I have to say, last year I read her Abram's Daughters series. It's a 5-book series. It was one big soap opera. These I like a lot better. The other one it was okay, but oh my goodness. I mean, like, you would not think all the shenanigans that they got into would be in an Amish Christian book. So it was just like, whatever. But it was fun, and it was a ride though, for sure. But these I like better. They are, they're kind of what you would expect them to be. Very enjoyable. So my goal will be to finish book 2 before the end of the month. And then I've got book 3 here, The Longing, and I've already got it checked out on Hoopla. So I'll go ahead and listen to it in May before I get started on all my middle grade May stuff. But then in print, I'm finishing up for the read along. So the Sewing Circle Mystery number 4. Yeah. So this is April's book. I didn't get March book finished until mid-April. And so I wanted to go ahead and grab this and stay caught up, because I'm like behind on everything. I've been reading the Miss Reed Fair Acre books with Kate Howe and her Follow Us to Fair Acre read along. And they were reading 2 books in March, and I didn't get even the first one done until April. So then just yesterday I got the second March book done. And now they read 2 books for April, and now April's over and I haven't started them. And they're reading 2 more books for May. And I'm like, I can't. I mean, each one of the pair is shorter. And I think after this month or after May, they'll just go to 1 a month. Finish out the year to finish out the series. But I can't read that fast. And I don't know if I want to. I don't want to rush through them. That would mean I'd have to read 4 of the books this month to get caught up. And I love them. I want to just savor them and not try to like race through them, because they're really sweet. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do.
Hey, Storm. Sorry for the last minute.
I don't check my Discord quite as much as I used to. And so like I got on my computer and I had there was 9 different comments. I was like, oh, somebody's doing something. And I was like, ooh.
My arm got twisted. My arm got twisted. So yeah, no, trying to keep up with read-alongs or readathons, Elizabeth, are just, you know, like I need to quit my job just so I can sit at home and read all the time.
It's why I have a hard time like with the ones that are like a week long, because I need more than a week to fit in some books that are going to fit with the theme.
Right.
That's why, like we said, it was going to be 10 days for Amish in April, but I highly encouraged people read all month long, you know?
Yeah.
Make it
Because
a
that's
whole
what
month.
I did. Because like I did 4, I got 4 done in a short story, and I probably would not have done that if I would have just did the 10 days. So
Absolutely.
That's good, though.
Absolutely.
That's good.
So what are you reading tonight, Storm?
I gotta finish Discovery, which is so
Ooh,
I'm so close.
so close.
Now, you've read that before, right?
Yeah, this is like my 4th time.
I was going to say, I thought I'd heard you say you'd read it a couple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight into the second one next month. So,
And have you read the second one before?
I've read it only once.
Okay. Okay. So is your goal this time to read all the way through this series now?
Yeah, it's a trilogy. So
Oh, okay. I was thinking
there's a companion novel, Times Convert, but I'm not quite as big on it. Is because, and I think a lot of it was because I was like so into Matthew and Diana, and that one's about Marcus and Phoebe. And even though I liked them, like me and my friend, when we buddy read it, we did all 4 of them at the same time. And I'm like, we should have like waited a little bit to get over the high of the trilogy and everything of like the whole thing with Matthew and Diana before we read that. Because then it was like, oh, this isn't very good.
So you have read the whole series before.
But yeah, I read, and she's making another one, a 5th one. It's another companion novel.
Mm.
And so I'm excited to get to that one. So.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, she had a cancer battle, so she hadn't been writing anything for a while. So it's exciting to get another one. So.
That's fair. I am reading, I'm going to get finished tonight, Marianne Breaks the Rules, Babysitters Club number 79. I'm 30% of the way through this. I should finish it in an hour. I know we talked the one time about these being on audio, and I may have cheated, and I kind of did spend the money and grabbed it on audio because today was payday. And just because that way I can do some knitting while I'm listening to it, right?
Yeah.
And I did go to the library today, and I picked this up for something completely different. It's One of Us by J.T. Ellison, a thriller. So I'm looking forward to starting this one tonight. So we shall see. I kind of want to, I was going to try and fit in one more Amish book because I did not get to the Kate Burkholder that I wanted to. Instead, I got, I should have just put it down. I finished Matchmaking Can Be Murder and I did not like it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I
love that
didn't
one.
like Lois, the
Oh, I
friend.
love her. She's
I
so
couldn't stand her.
I know, I do too.
Right?
Oh,
I'm
she's
always
so
the
cool.
weird one. Like,
Wait, is
I
that the
thought
first
they were
one?
like the perfect balance of like.
Yes.
No,
I
I know.
it was the first one in the series. Yeah,
Okay,
and
I think she'll grow on you.
I'm
Are you
I'm
not-
not
are you
saying
willing
I'm
to
not
give
going
it
to
a
try
try?
the next book. I will try the next book, but
Okay.
I just it's the way she was. I don't know. She rubbed me but there's Amanda Flower can write those characters. Like I
Yeah.
can't stand Margot or not Margot, Juliet in
Juliet.
the Amish candy shop. So maybe it's just me. No, I know it's just me.
Well, see, I don't like Juliet. And
I don't either.
I
don't
like Lois, so I don't know.
She's the one that owns the pig, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
Yeah,
love
she's
the
a little bit
goat.
overbearing.
The goats are
goat?
my favorite characters in this book.
Okay.
But I should have just put it down because it took me
Yeah.
like 5 days to read on audio. That's not a thing, you know? So anyway, I did not get to the Linda Castillo book.
Yeah, and it could have been also, you were probably like, I really want to get to this like Kate Burkholder one. I really want to get to that. And so instead of it, you pushed yourself through this one.
I know. I should have
You had
just
your mind on the other one. And
I know. And I also think because you know how I don't read series back to back for reasons. I
Mhm.
did just read Peter Butter
Yeah.
Panic. I know they're not the same series, but it's the same world.
Yeah.
So that
but
might
they're
have
kind
been
of
it
the
as
same,
well.
yeah.
You know? Anyway, it's a
I
thing.
mean, even the tone of them are kind of the same too. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Very much so. The way
But
they
it-
speak and stuff, you know?
Yeah. A lot of same people, and so it's
Yeah.
still the same world, like you said.
It's the same series. It's just an offshot. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
like even
start
for
early
me,
on
it
my
has
next
to
book.
be like a favorite series or something that I like to be able to like go back to back. Like, see, I can go right into like Shadow of Night for Discovery of Witches and all that kind of stuff, and I'm fine with that. But all the other ones, it's like no. I
And I
even have a
could
hard time with
I
just
could-
reading the Southern Sewing Circle like one a month.
Yes. Yep. And I could do it with Crew of Hunters because Crew of Hunters has different characters. Like,
Yeah.
right? You're it's the same series, but you're jumping with different characters, right? So
Mhm.
anyway, that's that. That's neither here nor there. So yeah, I'm just but believe me, I will get to the next Kate Burkholder at some point.
Nice.
So let us all know in the
You'll have
comments.
to wait
you're-
till next April to do
Yeah,
it.
no,
True.
I'm not waiting till next April. Hello,
Hey, I
Pat.
found a Kate Burkholder one for Elizabeth. It was a short story. It was 62 pages. I said, boy, this is about as non-gritty for Kate Burkholder.
Oh, okay. But no, I didn't hate the first one. I read the first one back when Sarah, maybe the year after she read the first one. And I mean, it was grittier than my taste, but I mean, it was a great story. And, I mean, I would definitely read another one. And I've got my eyes wide open going into it. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not going to be shocked or anything.
Yeah.
It is out of my comfort zone.
I think some of them may
little.
be too gritty for you though, but I was comparing her. I told my friend, I said, I think like Linda Castillo's like the Karen Slaughter of like Amish fiction.
Okay.
Because some of her stuff, it's like,
I would love to interview her because she used to write for Harlequin. She wrote for the Romantic Suspense line many, many years ago, and they were not Amish at all. So my question would be to her is like, why Amish? Like, what drew her to wanting to do this, right? Because it's become such a huge series. And
I
I was
actually think I found one of her books somewhere when I was like, because I was
I
like,
have
oh,
a-
know
I
author's
have
name.
one on my shelf that she
Yeah.
wrote for the Romantic Suspense line. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I mean, I was talking to Ollie over at Criminale, and because he's in the UK, the Amish are not a thing over there, right? And he's like, his only knowledge of the Amish is that movie. There was a movie back in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, is that Richer for Poorer? Is that it?
No, it was like a
Witness.
thriller. Witness. That was it. Yeah.
The Witness.
Oh, Witness. Okay,
Yeah.
Witness.
And he's like, that was his only like knowledge of the Amish. So
That's funny.
I just thought it was hilarious.
You'd figure because they like descend from Dutch people that it would be a thing in Europe.
But it's not. It's a North.
Yeah.
It's not. They're only here in North America.
That's very weird, but
And I didn't know that there's a thriving Amish community here in Canada, not far from me.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea. I want to go see them now.
Can I go buy your jams and jellies, please?
Yes. And your quilts. I want your quilts.
okay.
Hey, Pat. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to be reading Bait and Witch by Angela M. Saunders. Harlequin at a book sale through tomorrow. Buy 3, get 2 free. My Discord account is, oh yeah, she was saying that her Discord was messed up. I saw the Harlequin sale and I stepped away. Hey, everyone. This is she's the one who twisted my arm. Today I'm reading Steeped in Secrets by Lauren Elliott. Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Cheryl. Or Sherry. Hi, everyone. I'm listening to Sticks and Stones by Carola Dunn, or reading If Bread Could Rise to the Occasion by Paige Shelton. Interesting. Hi, Emily. Hi, everyone. I'm reading The Sanatorium by Sarah Peirce. I read that last year and I did enjoy it. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everyone. Reading Skeeping Dogs Lie by
Maybe
Samantha
sleeping.
Brown.
It could be sleeping, maybe.
Probably. You're probably correct. Hi, everyone. I'm finishing up All for One, Alex and Eliza trilogy by Melissa De La Cruz. And then I will start The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Excellent. I've heard many good things about that book. Tina, hello, y'all. I'm reading Tonki and Hana, Volume 1, and I want to start a cozy mystery, preferably a short one, so I can finish it before the end of the month. Any suggestions, anyone?
Is in tomorrow, end of the month?
Yeah.
Or it's a
I
really
would
short one.
say a Kathy Daly.
Yeah.
Hers
Or
are pretty short.
Strippers and
Or
Criminals.
Tanya Kappas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Kappas,
Yep.
they're pretty short.
Yep.
There you go.
Hi, Danielle. Welcome. Hi, Annie. Hi, all. I'm reading The Lodger. Good Lord. By Valerie Keogh. I'm tired, guys. It's been a long day. Irina, hi, y'all. I'm trying to decide what to read. Do you want suggestions? Let us know what you're thinking about. My choice for Amish in April is a cookbook, but I haven't started looking through it yet. Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm glad it's okay to have only read one book for Amish in April. If you read one
Of
book,
course.
you participated.
Of course. I've only finished one book at this point. I'm in my second one right now.
I think Storm's the best out of the four of us here.
Yeah.
For I only finished 3.
Yeah, I read the last 2 and the Amish Mysteries by Laura Bradford. I'm kind of bummed now that it's over. But
I am still going to read more of those this year, even though I didn't get to them this month.
Mhm.
and then 2 Kate Burkholders and a short story from Kate Burkholders.
Nice.
It was on audio and it was like an hour, and I'm like, I can do this.
Isn't that fabulous? I love that the novellas are on audio.
Yeah.
You win the prize. I'm giving you the blue
Right.
ribbon.
All right.
We'll have to bring her in next year as a co-host, Elizabeth.
There you go.
Emily, I read the first 3 books in the Amanda Flower Candy Shop series. I do like that series a lot. PK, hello. Thanks for doing this tonight. I'm probably going to continue my sci-fi Mission of Honor by David Weber halfway through. 600 pages, so I'm about 300-ish, depending on format. Wow. Tiffany isn't here, but I'm making taco meat at the moment for tacos later. So did my husband because we're having nachos for dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anita, I love these reading sprints. I feel like we are our own little book club. Love you guys. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Nancy, I'm also reading the Kate Burkholder books, which take place in Amish country in Ohio, starting book 2 tomorrow. Just finished number 1, Sworn to Silence today. 5 stars. However, it's gritty. Yes, it is.
It is great.
But so good. Hello, thank you for doing sprints tonight. I needed the break, and this is great timing. Currently reading The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. That is a chunky monkey book, I think.
Yeah.
Lee, you were going to read those. Have you ever read the first one yet?
I have not gotten to it yet.
Okay. They're big, but I hope you
Yeah,
get
it's sitting in a pile over there that keeps mocking me, you know. So,
I did read the first one in print, but then after that, I think I was able to get the audio.
audio.
Although I might have read the whole first trilogy in print
Oh, wow.
and then got the audio. I'm not sure, but they're big, but definitely worth the read for sure.
I've heard nothing but good things. So
Yeah, I'm ready to start the 4th series now. I've read the first 3 trilogies already, and the 4th series has 4 books, I think.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm on Tawny Man. I keep thinking Rainwild Chronicles is next, but I think Tawny Man is next, which is 3. So I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway, I've read 3 of the trilogies. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I hope
Gosh, I haven't read any in a couple of years, so I need to look it up.
Most people that I've heard read them really, really like them, but I'm just not
Epic.
that kind of a fantasy.
I'm not a fantasy reader, so
I don't think you need to be, though, really. Even the first one is not that much of a fantasy. The second series with the live ship is a little more fantasy because there's like a live ship. But the first one is really about, I mean, Assassin's Apprentice is what it says. I mean, this guy, he's like
it's about
the son, and he has to be the assassin's apprentice, and so he has to come to terms with all of that. Kind of like Scythe. Have y'all ever read Scythe by Neil Shusterman? Amazing book. It's people coming to terms with the fact that they have to go out and kill people. That's what they have to do, and it's
I can tell you kind of what it's about because I've heard people talk about it over and over and over again. Because
it's a book like darling.
He's like an illegitimate son to the king or whatever.
Yes,
and he brings him in to be the assassin's apprentice.
Yes,
interesting.
Very good, very good.
I have so many books on my TBR right now.
Well, I just put out my May TBR and my pile of possibilities, and it's 55 minutes long, and I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't wait. That's on the docket for tomorrow. That's my watching for tomorrow.
I'm everybody bring a drink or whatever.
There's going to be massive storms tomorrow, huge downfall. So I'm not going anywhere. I got all my running around done today. So tomorrow it's booktube day.
So Storm, I'm working on my prep vlog. And I didn't even start filming footage until we got until I was in like Northeast Oklahoma. And I didn't, by the way, I explained in my video why I didn't come see you, because apparently I can only fit in one booktuber per year. So this year I met Emily Sears in Dallas. But yeah, the last 2 years before this, I've met one booktuber per year. But I got home and I got all my books out and everything, and I started filming like the book haul part of it, and like filming like the intro and the stuff in between, and then I'm gonna put in footage that I shot like at some of the bookstores, local bookstore stuff. Anyway, before I even added any of that, I put all my footage together that I had just filmed here. It was 3 hours. And then I realized that there was a 15-minute clip in there that was an old video. So I took that out. Still 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh my
so
Lord.
I'm halfway into the video now. 2.5 hours. My goal at this point is to maybe get it to 2 hours. 2 hours. I have no idea. But it'll be there. When I get it done, it'll be there. But I am gonna do some timestamps and put, like, if you have, like, I'll put it in my description. If you can't watch this whole video, at least go see this one bookstore. A couple things like that.
Nice.
So, because I went to this one bookstore that's called Boarding House Books. It was this old building in Claremore, Oklahoma, that used to be a boarding house in the early 1900s, and then it was apartments. Now it's made into a bookstore. It's the coolest thing it's the coolest bookstore I've ever been in. I had not even felt like shooting any footage up to that point, and I walked in and I thought, I have to film this. I went back and got my camera. I have to film this. Yeah, it was great.
That is awesome. Hannah says, hi, y'all. I just finished a book, so I need to figure out what I'm reading next. What are the options, Hannah? Let us know. Cheryl, Jethro, Juliet, not so much. Or she says, Jethro, yes, Juliet, not so much. I love the pig. I love the pig, too, because he's a pig. It's funny. Juliet doesn't bother me. I find her amusing. It's rare that a character irritates me, though. See, I don't know. Characters irritate me, just like people irritate me. It's working in customer service my whole life. That's the problem.
Lee, I totally lied to you. I have only finished 2 Robin Hobb trilogies. I'm only on the 3rd one now, so I'm sorry.
That's
Make
okay.
out to be better than I am, and I'm not. I've read 2 of them.
Listen, I'm impressed by the people that are just like up to the latest book and have read everything so far.
Right?
I'm like, that's a lot. You've committed.
That's a lot.
There's been several like booktubers who've done read-alongs, and like they read one every month or whatever it is.
Yeah,
And I just don't think I
Sam
could do
from
that.
Sam's Nonsense or whatever her channel is
Yes,
now. I don't know,
yes.
but she's like the Robin Hobb expert. If you want to know the reading order, you go to her channel.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, I've seen it off of like Becca in the book. I've seen it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. We will start a sprint in about 4 minutes. Nadine says, hi, everyone. Just got home from book shopping to celebrate Indie Bookstore Day. I'm going to continue reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, my first ever high fantasy book. I read it, didn't care for it. Because, again, high fantasy.
First one, okay. Then when the second book went to full out erotica, I was like, what? Why is this marketed to teens?
Why did I not just directly jump to book 2?
And you only have to go to chapter 2 to get to that.
All right, we know what we're reading. No, I'm just kidding.
She's gonna go to the bookstore and go chapter 2.
Yeah.
As an adult book, not a problem, but it's marketed to kids.
I
It's
agree.
from a children's publisher, and I totally agree with that. So
It's the
Anyway,
same
that was
thing
my
that
only
I
issue with
feel about Flowers in the Attic being on YA bookshelves. Okay, yes, I read that when I was 17 as well, but that's besides the point.
Right.
That book is not YA.
That's because that's all you had to read back then. So.
True.
Yeah, we had that or Anne Rice. So, you know, like, yeah.
now you had all those Newbery winners you could have read.
Yeah, no, I was already too much for that. Now I'm reading them as an adult.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The Newbery winners are boring.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Yeah, I meant no, she's not wrong. The ones because I'm in the 30s and 40s right now, and
Oh, God, yeah.
if I had been a kid trying to read some of those, I would be like, I'm not reading this.
I didn't make it through the Westing games.
Yeah, I didn't like that either that much.
I was
So the premise of that sounds really fun, but if you like that premise and you don't like that book, read 39 Clues. that's a much better
Yeah.
series with that same guys and leaves this adventure for their, descendants to do. The 39 Clues is a much better book
That's fair.
series, whatever.
PK says, I read the first Kate Burkholder for my Amish book. Didn't mind the grittiness, but my objection was the relationship, which was inevitable.
Yeah.
But I wanted a slower burn. It seemed abrupt. And then she was a punching bag, in my humble opinion. That didn't seem true to character. I'm trying to remember that. I like the relationship, and I do find it is slower burn because I'm on book, 6 or 7? And they've just, I don't want to give anything away. But
I told her, I said, it seems like it's like they get together, but it's still they're apart and then they're together.
Yeah. It's
kind of
definitely
because
more of a physical relationship at the beginning, and then it becomes more emotional, which is the slower, right? So
yeah.
And I like Tomasetti. I do.
I do like Thomas. I didn't think I was gonna like him at first either, because I really didn't care for his character that much in the first book. But I've really grown to like him
as you read on. Absolutely. Emily says, I'm working on the Blade itself, grimdark fantasy and laundry. Fun.
Which
Lisa.
can also be a grimdark fantasy.
The never-ending grimdark fantasy. Lisa says, hi everyone, I'm reading A Peculiar Combination by Ashley Weaver.
I need to read that series.
You say that about everything, Storm.
It's historical mystery, so I need to
Okay, there you go.
Like I posted on my
I'm
Facebook
going to make
today.
a video on all the historical mystery series I want to read that I haven't yet.
All of
That'll
them.
be another 55-minute video.
Yeah, it probably would be.
And I will sit there with popcorn and watch it. Dia says, yeah, I was planning on a Tanya Kappas book. Excellent choice.
Good choice.
Krish, I'm reading Nick Blake and the Remarkables. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, I just got this one last comment. I finished 17 books for Amish in April.
Okay, I'm just going to get the blue ribbon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
You win.
Yeah, you win.
Best in show for Pat.
If we had a prize, it would be for you. All right. So let's jump into a 30-minute sprint because I need to go eat my din-dins. So let me do this. We've got the kitty cat. Sorry for people who don't like the kitty cat, but we have the kitty cat.
I'm getting used to it.
And there we go. See you guys in 30 minutes. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
When the cat also jumps when the cat meows. How did we all do during our sprints?
Good. I got 25 pages done.
Well done. How about you, Storm? Because I see Elizabeth still frantically trying to finish.
I have, I think, like 35 or 34 pages left, so somewhere around there.
Well done.
I didn't pay attention to where I started, so I just counted how many pages left.
Nice. Nice. I got 5 chapters left in the Babysitters Club book, so I'll get that one done.
And what did you eat for dinner?
Nachos.
Oh, that's right. You said that before.
Yeah. Yum, yum. I was craving them last night, and you look at the takeout and you're like, everything's so bloody expensive. We were going to the grocery store today and we're like, let's just buy this,
Make your
whatever
own.
we want. Exactly.
Today was my dad's birthday, and so I told him he could go and eat wherever he wanted to, and we went to this Mexican place, and it was like $31 for 2 people, and I was like, that's just crazy. And that was with water. We had water to drink.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
He's like, I should have picked somewhere else. I'm like, well, that's where you wanted to go. So,
Oh, I hear Denny's is lovely. Just kidding.
well, actually, I was like, I'm surprised you didn't pick Long John Silver's, because I told him it was his choice. He could go eat wherever he wanted. And so I just knew that's where he was going to pick. And he's like, oh, man, I didn't think about that. It's like, oh, too bad. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. I thought you were going to say he picked Denny's anyway. I'd be like, really? Come on. That's a regular spot.
Well, he ate his Denny's breakfast like a couple weeks ago
of course,
because they give you a free breakfast for your birthday, and he already ate that like a couple weeks ago because you can get it anytime during the month.
Oh,
cool.
okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
How'd you do, Elizabeth? Oh, you're on mute, my dear.
I think she's frozen.
Maybe.
You're on mute, Elizabeth.
Sorry.
There you
my
go.
God. I was just saying, I was counting when y'all were saying how'd you do, and I have 12 pages left in this, which is surprising that I've zipped through it this quickly because didn't start it till I got home from the trip, and which was like a week ago. And usually I can't read one of these in print that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't let myself really start anything else other than a short misread book as far as print books go. So anyway, I'm almost done. So that will be meeting my goal of finishing it by the end of the month.
Fantastic. And how did you do on your sprint, Bernard? Yeah, on my lap. Let's see here. PK says, Sharon, I loved and adored that book. She was talking about the Robin Hobb book. Rena says, feeling romancy, maybe a rom-com. Excellent idea. Excellent. Tawny Man is the next after live ship, Emily says.
Yes. And that is the next one I need to read. I had in my head that it was and then I went and looked it up and I was like, oh, oops, no, I'm wrong. So good thing I hadn't started Chronicles.
And Nancy loves
I
Robin
own them all too.
Hobb. Emily loved Hobb. She was very character focused and her prose is beautiful. This says, I finished The Realm of Elderlings in December. Excellent.
That's the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well done. Nancy and Emily, I love the character-driven novels, so Hobb is really for me. And I, too, love her prose. Wonderful. Maybe one day. Hannah says, send the rain down here. We need more. I would happily send it your way. Because not only was it raining, but it was windy and cold and very unpleasant.
I don't want any more.
It's supposed to literally rain until next Friday. Yeah. I think Noah's somewhere out there building an ark based on the rain we've got coming.
We had a bit of rain this week, so I'm good.
Yeah. I just want to see.
It's cloudy here right now. It's rained off and on, but it's not raining right now. It was thundering whenever we first signed on, but it never did. Never did anything.
Today's been like the warmest it's been all week. So.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
The one you just had, Derry's read it. Derry's read it before. I've never.
He talks a lot about Hobb and Pratchett. Derry's read it before. Okay, well, thank you for
I
the
have-
suggestion.
Yeah. Have you guys read any Cherry Chip? I have not. It's kind of been on my radar, but I have not read any.
That goes up there with the fantasy.
Yeah.
And I like kids fantasy, so like middle grade fantasy I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But, like adult fantasy, it's a little and just like they were saying, like it's got pretty prose and all that stuff, and I think that's my problem. I'm not very good with pretty prose.
It's not for you, huh?
I mean, I read a lot of that in high school. I used to read the Dragonlance Chronicles, if anyone else remembers those, Dragons of Winter Twilight, and you know, they were
those.
yeah, my dad read them, so I read them, but then I just kind of fell out of reading that kind of thing, right? I found romance novels instead.
You see, like I have Fablehaven is going to be one of the books I'm going to try,
Okay.
and so it's kind of fantasy, but it's like middle grade, so
A little bit easier to digest.
yeah.
Nina says we're getting slammed with rain here in New Jersey. Yeah. Yes, I'm familiar with Derry's. Read it before. Purple, hello. I just popped in for a bit. I'm reading The Inheritance Test by Anne Marsh. Good one so far. Excellent. And it says we had solid for a few days of rain. We've had pretty much a bad drought the last few months, so more rain is welcomed. Yeah, absolutely. Pat says during the first sprint, eating my dinner and reading the next sprint. Very good. So it's been raining here all weekend. Yeah, all weekend here in Florida.
It's been very rainy everywhere, it seems like to me. Or at
Nancy
least
needs it
in,
where
like,
she
the
is.
Southeast parts.
April showers. You know.
Bring me flowers. Oh, and that's the one thing my mom's got. What are they? Tulips. Tulips on the side of the house that have already bloomed, and it's so pretty. And the lilac bush you can see is very close to blooming as well, and I love it. I love
Ours is in the bloom right now. So I was loving the other day. The breeze was just coming in that front room. Oh, so nice.
They don't last very long, but when they do, they're just so pretty. Yeah.
You say April showers, it makes me want to say, what do Mayflowers bring?
And it says, I have a cozy ebook or a cozy audiobook. I'll probably have to run out for dinner soon, so leaning on the audiobook. Excellent choice. Derry, I consider to be the first to be the Hob expert, since she has read
Realm of the Elderlings.
thank you, every year since it first came out. So she's read the Farseer trilogy over 20 times. Good Lord.
Mind blowing.
How does she get to anything else?
I know.
Right?
That might be all she reads. I don't know. Wow, that's a
all Hob
lot.
all the time.
Right?
Wow.
That's
Wow.
craziness.
It's like Nicole from the Dusty Book Sniffers reading the Wheel of Time series. I think there's like 14 books in that series.
Mhm.
That's
No,
Cratchit, right?
100 pages or whatever. So,
No, that's
Wow.
Robert Jordan.
Oh, Robert Jordan. My apologies.
and it's like, oh, she's like, I'll be reading on it for a while.
Good Lord.
Man.
Nancy says, I'm on the last one of the live ship now. After that, it's Tawny Man. But I didn't buy all the UK editions as they are so. But I did buy all the UK editions because they're so pretty.
Yeah, I think that's like what the big bummer is about, like the book depository.
Depository?
Because that's where everybody used to get like a lot of the UK editions now.
Exactly where I go to hunt out the UK editions because they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
She also, I didn't much care for the Westing game. I didn't understand why it got the Newberry.
Well, Cheryl, that part of it, why you got the Newbery.
Break it up.
Yeah, you're breaking up there a little bit, Elizabeth.
Sorry, can you hear me now? I was just
Yep.
saying that there are several Newbery winners that you might wonder how that got to Newbery.
That's why, like, when we were having that discussion the other day, that it's like it's adults that are picking them out, not kids. I think if kids were picking them out, they'd have a whole different set of Newbery winners.
Yeah, and every year it's probably a different committee. I mean, I'm sure people fall on and off the committee, and they all have their own agendas and
Yeah.
favorite, topics and stuff. So
True.
PK Burkholder, that is my hope. I haven't given up on the series. Oh, good. Yeah, give the next one a try. Anita says, I didn't like 39 Clues when I read it. I read it years ago and I gave it 1 star. I don't remember why.
I haven't tried it. I actually have. I have like a little box set of like 39 Clues, but I never read it.
So, and maybe thinking they're realistic. They are very unrealistic. But I think for a kids adventure series, because you have to kind of put yourself in the mind of a kid who might be reading them, and they're a really fun way to learn some history and geography and things like that. That's in there, but you don't even realize you're learning that because you're so like caught up with the adventure of it, and it's just pretty cool. Hang on a second. I want to make sure what my cat. I think my cat might have just. Oh, 1 minute.
Emily, I love that book too. I have the second book on my TBR. Barbara, hi friends. I'm on page 291. I don't think we even need to ask what book it is.
Yeah.
And the ladies of the club. Well done,
know.
Barbara. Well done. Nadine says, Pat, hooray for you for 17 books. That is amazing. Yes. Anne says it's been raining here.
I want to ask
Mm.
Pat a question. So I think Pat was one of the people that started reading Amish books like all month. How many did you actually read during this 10 days? Just out of curiosity. They all still count. I'm just wondering, like, how many during the actual readathon, like all 17 or just.
Oh, I think she was reading them
We
right from the
started
beginning.
at the beginning of the month because she's been
Yeah.
talking about them all month long.
Yeah, I thought so, but I'm just curious to know how many. So.
I have a category question for you, Sarah.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of Heart Song Presents?
Yes.
Would you?
They
consider
are
them-
inspirational romances.
Would you consider them category then?
100%
numbers
yes.
on them.
Yep, their category.
Aren't they
I
sort of
have
the
two-
prequel to
two
Love Inspired?
Amish ones.
Yeah, they were a prequel to the Love Inspired. You are correct, Elizabeth.
I have like a whole bunch of these because I used to collect them. That's like a whole what I found whenever I was cleaning out my. I was like, oh look! I thought like all those were gone with the wind, with the tornado, but I had a whole bunch of them in there.
Yay!
So, Sarah, are they faith-based or are they more like the Harlequin Heartwarming?
No,
where
they're
it's-
faith
They're
based.
inspirational.
They are inspirational.
We got Wanda
one's
E.
just-
Brunstetter.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a couple. I found a couple Amish ones. I was like, oh look, I have a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
So
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to hunt those out. Fantastic. PK Storm, we're reading twins. My very favorite subgenre, history. I'm a bit
history
older
mystery.
than you, so I've had a head start, but it covers thousands of years, so much to read. A good problem to have.
Yeah, I know. And every time somebody like mentions one's like, oh, that one sounds good. I was like, I really need to write these down. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have to go and like look and like make a tag on my like Libby. Actually, I think I did. I started one that says historical mysteries. That way they don't get like lost in the other mysteries.
Lost in time.
Right? Literally.
Jesse says, hello, everyone. I am reading the Guardian of the Gahul collection. 3-in-1 hardback books. I love owls. They're so cute. That's awesome.
Guardians of Gahul. Yes,
Cool.
and then I remember giving y'all that assignment.
I was
for
gonna
No
say,
Big Base,
yeah,
so she is already on it. So good
Well
job.
done.
Guardians of Gahul.
You get the gold star, Jesse.
Nice.
Anna
And you
says,
still thought of it, or I have to go back and see that comment. Did she already finish it?
nope, not from what it looks like. Hannah made it 11% in Shady Hollow. Well done, Hannah. 6% had to take my dog on a short walk. Emily got 22 pages. Cav, woohoo, happy to find y'all here. I just finished doing my taxes and needed a pick-me-up. Love how sociable your kitty is being. Is that Bernard? Yes, that is my old man. It breaks my heart now because he walks around, he's so slow. And he's, you can tell when right? And I'm just, sorry. My husband's like, don't put him in the ground yet. He's still here.
They don't work like they used to.
No, I
Yeah.
know. But yet at certain times he'll run up the stairs like he's a kitten, like it's funny.
Well, even Dresden like gets that way sometimes. Like I think she like hurts her back or her hips or something going up and down the stairs. And then like she doesn't even want to attempt the stairs and I have to kind of like get her up there, or she doesn't want to get on my bed. But then a few days later, then she's like running back up. I said, that's what gets you in trouble. Don't run so fast.
Well, that's it. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Krista. Welcome. I came in the middle of that sprint, so I just started uploading clips to start editing my vlog. Spent some time answering a few questions. Fantastic. Yes, happy birthday, Storm's dad. Tina says, read 7 pages. Wonderful. She says, when I type one of the suggested next words is nothing. Emily, 14 pages. Anime at 69%. I'm reading the Kindle version, so I'm not sure how many real pages I read. 67% through. Well done.
Nice.
Cheryl says, late getting back again, up to 68%. Also watching the baseball game. The baseball game was on this afternoon. Okay. Just reminded me. I'm glad to hear that you all like the Robin Hobb books. I'm enjoying it so far and excited to move through the trilogies. Excellent. It's always nice to find a new author who's got a nice backlist to read through.
Yeah.
You know? Thanks. I'll look for that channel. Cav says, I'm reading a nifty historical cozy mystery. Murder in Postscript by Mary Winters. Victorian era, a widowed countess secretly writes an Aggie aunt column and becomes embroiled in murder. You heard of that one, Storm? Have you read it?
I haven't heard of that one.
Like Agony Aunt would be like they write a column, like advice column.
I was thinking
Like an
that.
Anne Landers or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. But less scandalous.
Yeah, I just read a historical mystery that had that kind of a scenario in it, but it was different.
Yes, PK. Sarah, I read those Dragonlance books back when they came out. Margaret Weiss and Something Hicks. Yes. Let me tell you, I've read just about everything except horror, though I've dabbled in Stephen King. Very good.
Have you read Stephen King, Sarah?
No, I have not.
Have you read any?
Mm-mm.
I have not either. If I ever read one, it'll be The Stand. I've got it on my shelf, standing there waiting for me to read it.
That was my dad's favorite.
Was
Stephen
it?
King. Yeah, it was my dad's favorite.
You know, I liked it when I was a teenager, and that was what's funny. It's like I loved that when I was a teenager, so I was like, "Hey, let's read this," you know, and stuff. We could reread it. I want to see if I like it. Yeah, and then we like took us 3 months to get through it because we were like, "Oh, this is so boring." And then
Really?
she turns around and she's like, "Hey, I love The Witching Hour whenever I was a kid. Let's try reading it." And then we build on that one because she's like, "Oh my goodness, why did I like this? It's so fun."
So now you stand is boring.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it's a lot of them walking to get to
Yes.
wherever they're going to
Yeah.
get, and
it'll probably be more my speed then if you think it's boring.
I remember-
Mr. Mercedes with Barb.
See, my husband really loves that one.
and it's more of a crime fiction one, I think, with a
Yeah.
little supernatural type.
I remember my ex loved The Stand, and they did a made-for-TV movie. And I remember, I'll never forget, one Saturday
It was
we
a
were over at his
miniseries.
house, and he watched the whole thing, and it was 37 and a half hours. At least that's how it felt to me. I'm like, are they still
I
walking?
watched a lot of it. I watched a lot of it. I remember.
M-O-O-N, that spells moon. M-O-O-N,
Coach
that
was in
spells
it.
whatever. That was the one guy. That's what he said all the time. M-O-O-N. He was one of my favorite characters. I like him.
Nadine
Yeah.
is rubbing it in. Sunny here in Phoenix. Tomorrow we're supposed to get to 102,
Wow.
39-ish.
No.
Right?
You can keep that kind of temperatures. I don't want it to be that hot.
But I will take the sunny. You can send the
Yeah.
sunny. Love rainy weather. It's so cozy. Yes, it is, unless you have to actually physically go outside for any reason. I'm also reading Drums of Autumn. I blame Sarah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Outlander. I'm like, I know that title.
Yes.
We had a breakdown and to turn on the air conditioner here today. Holy cow. Wow. I do have the window open a little bit.
I had to turn the air on for a little bit, but I've turned it off because it got a little chilly.
I just like to, after the winter, I want to get fresh air in here. So I'm just trying to crack the windows just a little bit. We have a house on our street that the yard is bordered in tall lilac bushes that alternate white to dark purple. Lovely. Oh, that sounds lovely, Pat.
I love that.
Crystal says, finished all for one. Now starting The Book Thief. Wonderful.
Cool.
Kayla, found you through the e-reader reviews. I'm now the proud owner of a Koba Clara 2E to pair with my Paperwhite, and I am reading a fan fiction with it. Oh, that's fantastic. Welcome. Thank you so much. Books and Jam, or Krista, for UK editions, go to Blackwell's. Also free shipping to the States. Not sure about other places. It's never free shipping to Canada.
I'll have to check
I
that
swear, even on Book Depository, they just jack the prices to Canada. Blackwell's bookstore in the UK ships free to the US for reasonable prices. I ordered my Black Dagger Brotherhood UK covers from them. Excellent. Pat says, here in Virginia, we have the hummingbirds along tulips. Daffodils and lilacs are blooming. Oh, I love the spring flowers. Barbara, I know you will worry if you don't know what page I'm on and the ladies of the club. Also reading Drums of Autumn.
Can I add a comment? So I had mentioned she finished All for One, and I had to go back and think what that was. But that was the first Alex and Eliza book. And I wanted to tell you, Crystal, I've read that whole trilogy, and I thought it was pretty well done. Now, I've not read like the main Hamilton book or anything like that. But considering what Hamilton, did, and we know that it was proven they cheated on his wife and stuff, the rest of the trilogy, I thought she did a really good job of writing the truth and yet putting it at like a YA level, and I just thought it was very well done. So I would recommend going ahead and reading the rest of that trilogy. I thought it was good.
I have like Alex and
Eliza
on my shelf.
Wait, is All for One? Wait, because that's not the first one. Is that the second one?
No, I think she just finished the trilogy or something, or finished.
Well, is that the second? Okay, yeah. Because I think I realized that now. The first one is Alex and Eliza. So, okay. Let me rewind. If that's the third one, what did you think of it? Would you agree or disagree that it was well done? So let me know what you think, and let us know if that's the first one or the second one or the third one. Now that I've said that.
So when you say Hamilton, you mean like musical Hamilton? U.S. historical figure Hamilton.
Eliza is about Alexander Hamilton, but it's a YA trilogy about Alex and Eliza, their love story and their life and all of that.
Okay,
so,
I know nothing about American history and very little about American history, and I've never seen Hamilton. So
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
My niece is obsessed with the music.
Okay, so that is the last one, I'm pretty sure, because Love and War is the second one. Okay.
I might have to check them out.
Forget everything I just said, Crystal. What did you think of it? I'm terrible. I should really think before I speak. I should research before I speak.
I've been saying that for 40 years, and I still haven't done it yet.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, All for One is the last one in the trilogy. So what did you think? Tell us what you thought. And you can totally disagree with me. It won't matter to me. I can argue with this post, but I think it was well done. But if you don't, then that's fine. We're all entitled to our own opinion.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'll shut up now.
That's fine. Hello, everyone. Stopping by to say hi. Watching the Phillies with husband, so no reading. Enjoy, everyone. I will watch later this week. Well, thank you for joining, Alicia, even if you have bad taste in baseball teams. Danielle, my elderly cat, Cricket. Oh, I love the name Cricket. Is a slow mover too. She will hopefully turn 20 this summer. Oh, that is fabulous. Right. Bernard, we think is 16 or 17. We're not absolutely certain. PK says it's a new series. I've got it on my TBR. Elizabeth, Stephen King in his early days was better than now. The Stand was good, but don't read the director's cut version.
Yeah, that's the version we had.
Okay. I have it on Audible. It was one of the last things I bought before I discontinued my Audible subscription. So I have a feeling I have the director's cut because I want to say it's like 40 hours long.
Oh, good Lord.
Something crazy. I don't know. Let me look it up.
I'll skip.
Wow. Yeah, pass, thanks. Oh, the Cole's Notes version.
Right?
No, it's 47 hours. 47 hours and 47 minutes.
Oh my God.
This one's 1,149 pages.
Some of the Outlander books are still longer than that.
Yeah, but you're interested in the topic.
Correct.
But they're not just walking around and everything.
I would read 40 hours of Jamie just walking around.
There you go.
I don't know if I could handle that, and I like Jamie.
If it was a TV show, yes.
Yeah, if it was the TV show, maybe. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
We need visuals for that walking around.
precisely in the kilt.
Men in kilts.
Cajun says, "Hi everyone, just got back from dinner. Mexican in case Tiffany is reading this. Reading Mother of the Birdie Murder, Lucy Stone, number 29. Awesome. Or Mother of the Bride. No, Birdie. Bride. Good Lord. Bernard, I think it's time for bed." Jesse says, "The hard book is bought Guardians of," say it, Elizabeth, because I can't.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
Collection could fall on some of your prompts for middle grade middle grade May next month. Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
There you go. Reading Fatal Fascinator by Jen McKinley at 32%. Great job.
I'm so behind on that whole read along.
I think
I'm like still, I don't even think I've read March's books for what we're supposed to read for that.
I didn't get to April's going Ganache or something like that, I think is what I was supposed to read out of the ones that I was reading. And I just barely gotten through Red Velvet Revenge, so I haven't got to that one yet. But
Well,
one of the
I can get on audio.
For April, one of the prompts is like a baking or a sweet shop or whatever, so I'll have to try to throw it in there.
There you go. That works. That works.
I think, like for me, y'all were talking about like not binging series. For me, I can do it in like 3s and 4s, and then I kind of need to take a break. So since I just got this one fresh on my mind and I had just read the one before, I'm gonna probably go ahead and jump right into the next one of these, and then that'll be 3 in a row, and then I'll get back to the Jen McKinley stuff.
Nice.
So,
nice.
because I don't want to do 2 cozy mysteries in print at once, and I've got to read the
Makes
still
sense.
on number 2 of that.
Makes sense. Sharon is also in Arizona. Lovely. She says, "The leaves are just beginning to bud on my lilac bushes." Oh, love, love, love. "Sorry I'm late," says Ashley. "You are never, never late." I loved Hamilton. I might have to watch it. Mark says, "Hi, welcome." Cajun Storm, "You could hurt someone with that one, The Stand."
Yep. Several of King's books I have over here, I think I could whack somebody pretty hard.
That's page count.
11 amateur.
I said I have it in hardback, and that's one of his big ones.
Well, now that's a weapon right there.
Right?
I was in the library today, and there was this gentleman who was bothering the librarian. Like he was just talking. One of those people who knows, like, I know everything and you know nothing, but I'm gonna have a conversation with you just so you can know how much I know. You know, he was just being a jerk, essentially, right? He's like, "Well, I read 50 books last year on audio," and as I walked by, I said under my breath, "Amateur."
Right, exactly. You're like, that's it.
Yeah, right? Like, come on.
Just 50? Come on.
It's like, that's it. I read that in a month.
Sleep on audio.
But I just felt so bad for these poor librarians because I know what customer service is like. You have to be smile and nod. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought, just leave these poor ladies alone.
It's why I can't do customer service, because I get too mad. I can't do it because I want to say something back to them, and you're not supposed to.
Yeah. I said somebody I saw post on Facebook, "The customer's always right, not on my shift."
Right.
Even when I worked at like McDonald's and stuff, like guys would come in there throwing a fit because, "Oh, my burger, I needed water," and all this stuff. And I'm like, "Well, do you have your receipt?" And they don't have the receipt. And I'm like, "Well, I can't give you another burger if you don't have your receipt." And I get all mad and everything. And they'd storm out and like smack the ketchup thing as they go by, and like ketchup goes everywhere. And I said, "That was real mature."
Right?
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was like, I can't keep my mouth shut. So I'm like, I can't do customer service.
You were speaking the truth.
That's
Yep.
good.
And sarcasm.
I just try and wait till I get off the phone.
Right.
Mark says, "I've been reading my Along Came a Spider. I am on part 3. Fantastic."
That's Alex Cross, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think it's Alex. I think the first one, or one of the first ones in the Alex Cross series. So anyway, we will jump into another sprint for, let's say, 25 minutes. Then we'll come finish off the comments and call it a night. Okay?
Sure.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Just change this around here. Time start. Bernard, the kitty will go off again.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Hello, everyone. How did you all do on your sprints?
Good. I have 9 pages left.
Yay!
I finished mine, and
And
I
we
read
have-
all the sewing tips and everything. And I have Harry. He doesn't usually come on with me, so the fur is flying. He's a brat. He is way too heavy for me to be holding. He's so out of shape.
That's like
My
our
daughter informs me that I overfeed our cats. They're all chunks. Do I get down?
What did you do, Storm?
Oh, I've got like I think 29 pages left. So
Yay.
close, so close.
Yay!
Yeah, you are. How about you, Sarah?
10 minutes left in the book, exactly.
Wow.
So we're all going to get something finished.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Awesome.
I have cat hair now.
Yeah,
I need to brush him.
Mark says I am like I always read out of order to them, or I will ask them to read in order from the phone. PK, we watch On Patrol Live following Cops Live on Friday and Saturday nights. I could not be a cop. I can do customer service. I could not be nice as a cop with some of these people. That would be even more difficult, especially when you're dealing with people who are drunk or whatever.
Yeah. Especially while I have a gun and a taser. Yeah, no. Couldn't do it.
Exactly. Yes, it is. The Along Came a Spider is the first in the series. I thought so. Pat said she read 10%, still reading with one eye. That's why I like audios. Fighting with 5 cats on the bed. Cannot wait for my roommate comes home tomorrow. Saying good night, y'all. Happy reading. Good night, Pat. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, the Leafs are playing Tampa Bay. My husband is watching it downstairs. I could care less.
You want to watch your baseball, you don't care about the hockey, right?
Right, and baseball finished this afternoon, so we're all good. Jessica says, sorry, I just got here, forgot that these got moved today, went to a book sale again today, picked up a few more middle grade books, super excited. Excellent.
And Jessica, you didn't forget. It just happened. Sarah
It
got
did.
an
It
arm twist.
was very last minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it, then I said no, and I'm like, okay, fine. And I'm glad I did. Hannah says, I DNF Shady Hollow, not my kind of cozy.
Is it because it's animals? I'm just curious because I know that's one that's like animal characters or whatever.
Interesting. Nina got to 14%. Well done. Book fan got to 37%. Annie made it to 76%. Emily read about 19 pages. Read 9 pages. 84%. Great job, Cajun. Harry is adorable, Elizabeth, and I love his name.
He's a brat, but he's all right.
I am up to episode 94 in the my Island Kindle Vella, and I like commenting and making my interferences about what I think might happen next. So that's fun. Shannon just arriving. I just finished a few and got caught up on my Goodreads reviews. Coil, Once Upon a Grind, and Marseille, Heather, and Homicide. Reading Holmes,
McRae.
Murder Your Employer.
Molly McRae.
Okay, thank you.
Molly McRae.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Murder Your Employer. It's good. I just saw that one on Instagram. Somebody had posted it, and I'm interested. Is it I'm assuming it's a murder mystery or something. I will have to look up that one. And yes, Steve, 15,000 pages and made a spin. Okay, I know you're lying about one of those things, and I'm pretty sure it's the quiche.
That's funny.
That's pretty sad that you could believe the other one, but the key.
Right.
I could legitimately believe the other one, yes.
Oh yeah.
Hannah says, yes, it's because of the animals. I can suspend my disbelief, but not with talking animals.
figured
I
you-
understand that. That makes sense. Absolutely.
I don't think I'd heard of that when she made the first comment. I went and looked those up, and I don't know what those
It's
were about.
very popular, but popular with people who don't normally read cozies either, too. So.
Okay.
That's fair.
They
That's
look like
fair.
middle grade books, but are they're adult cozy
I
mysteries?
think they're adults.
Okay. Just the covers kind of have that middle grade.
Yeah, because they've got like the talking animals. So yeah.
Interesting. Tina says bye. Good night. Good night, Tina. Thank you for joining us. PK, Rupert Holmes is the writer-singer of the Okay. And the musical based on Dickens' Edwin Drood, which is marvelous. Oh, that's interesting. Murder Your Employer, murder mystery with multiple storylines. Not exactly cozy, but not traditional. I'm interested. I might have to look at it. Steve says, a certain 10-pound animal has been talking to me nonstop all evening. Have you been talking to Steve all night there, Bean? My own Bean. Steve has a Bean.
Steve, did you get here in time to see my adorable cat that I just had on here?
Because we know how much
I will go back and get him just for you to see my probably 14-pound cat. I bet my cat outweighs your dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My dog just lays in on the floor. Doesn't even care about anything.
Nope. And Anita, are we on for sprints on Monday?
Yes, we are.
And whose
Are
channel are
you
they? Are
gonna
they on
host
yours,
this,
Lee?
Lee?
It's on my channel.
Okay.
Oh no, it's your Storm?
No, it's yours.
Yeah, it was just. Oh, I thought you were pointing at yourself. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it is mine.
pointing at you.
So we'll kick off middle grade May on Monday.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
So
Yay.
excited.
Yeah.
Yay.
So excited.
But other than that, what does everybody have coming up on their channels this week or in the time to come?
I have on Tuesday a April reading wrap up.
Yay. Elizabeth, what about you? Your 16-hour long vlog?
If I can get it pared down to 2 hours, I'll try to get it posted soon.
And
I haven't done anything. I haven't even done a March Mystery Madness wrap up. I mean, I haven't done any.
You've been busy, though. You've been, to be fair.
I mean, I need to do something. I did do like a recent reads after I got back, and then I want to just get this done before I, do anything else. And after that, we'll just have to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait. I got 100+ books. I got some really exciting books. I shopped for books in like 25 places.
Wow.
Well, actually, I shopped for more, but I got books in 25 places, over 100 books, and I had a fabulous time. I saw some amazing bookstores, and it was really fun. So hopefully y'all will watch at least part of my vlog.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
We
have a question here, and I'll let you ladies handle this because you're the middle grade people. Middle grade May. So what would you say distinguishes middle grade from YA? Just the age of the characters?
and who it's geared towards, because a lot of kids in middle school want to read YA as teens. I mean, they want to read older kids. Kids always want to read about kids older than them. So I think middle grade is what's appropriate for ages like 4th grade on through like 7th or 8th.
Okay.
I think the difference is, to me, YA, they focus a lot more on romance, when I think that middle grade focuses a lot more on friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well stated. Yeah.
An adventure.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for the question. Night, God bless, ladies. Very excited for middle grade May. And one of my cats was 22 pounds. He had that Maine Coon build. Yeah, Goran was 30 pounds because he was also part Maine Coon. So, yeah. What you got coming up, Storm?
Well, I just posted today my May TBR, so that was the one. I don't have anything. I need to make an April wrap up. I just haven't got done yet.
Fair enough.
And probably another recent reads because I've read some things and haven't talked about them yet.
That's exciting. I have my weekly reading wrap up tomorrow, and I'm also filming some more videos. Steve's here, so for our channel, the chatting category romance, I'm hopefully going to have 4 reviews coming out next week for recent category romances that I've read that are going to be on that channel. And Steve has been killing it. He's put up 3 reviews on that channel.
I was gonna say I've seen 2. I didn't know. I have to go look.
He just put up another one today, and he did an old school one, which was a lot of fun. So, yeah. Hopefully we can figure out something to do together there, Steve, and do a Zoom call or something like that. It'll be fun. But I always like to read about characters older than I am, people in their 30s. Smart ass. Mark says, it is usually content that if you have to factor in my mom as a teacher. Oh, okay. Canada Dry Ginger Ale is awesome. Just finished steak and potato supper. Canada Dry is what we always had when we were sick because it's ginger ale. So to me, it's the drink that you when you're sick.
Yes.
I have to bring Harry back just to scare Steve.
Oh, here you go, Steve.
He probably, like, as I'm holding up, he probably does weigh close to 20 pounds. He has gained so much weight since we made him become an all indoor cat. So he doesn't get out and go gallivanting around.
Now he's lazy, and so all I can do is eat and sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we think Presley's close to 30-ish pounds, but he looks like a raccoon. I swear he looks at the raccoons outside and they're like, hey, brother, come out and join us. What you doing? How'd you get inside?
Right.
Here you go, Elizabeth.
Right back at you.
Mark says, I have read 109 days and 58 weeks. Well done. Also read 84 books this year. Congratulations. Great job, Mark. Great job.
Already this year. That's great.
That's fabulous. But anyway, guys, it is just after 9. I am wiped out and exhausted. It's been a long day. Not like Steve, the young kids around here who can, be up all night. Some of us never be to sleep.
Well, Sarah, I'm glad you did this. It was fun. As I told you earlier that I haven't told everybody else. I had 2 funerals today, so it was a tough day. But it was a lady from my book club and also a lady from my church. Both were very special.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it was a tough day, but it was both were really wonderful celebrations of life, and then it was great to come here and just have fun and chat with you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I enjoyed this. And we'll all be back on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.